Hey, I got questions and would like for people to give me some input on this. I try to go by what the scriptures say, what Jesus himself said. I was married in 1973. A few years after that, I was divorced. I've never got married again. I'm not trying to say that I'm without sin, because it's been 35 years and I've been with women. I've been in love. I've did a lot of things that I shouldn't have done, but here's my questions. If I decided to get married again, and my wife that I married in '73 was still alive, what is your opinion on what scriptures say about that? The Pharisees asked Jesus about is it lawful for a man to divorce his wife for any and every reason? And he says, what did Moses command you? And they said Moses permitted man to write a certificate of divorce and send her away. And Jesus replies, it was because your hearts were hard that Moses wrote you this law. And he also said, in the beginning God made them male and female. For this reason a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife. And in the Greek that word is like glued. Couldn't be taken apart. And the two will become one flesh, so they are no longer two but one. Therefore what God has joined together, let no man, or let man not separate. And then later, when they were in the house again, the disciples asked Jesus about this, and he answered, anyone who divorces his wife and marries another woman commits adultery against his first wife. And if she divorces her husband and marries another man, she commits adultery against him. In Matthew 5, Jesus says, it has been said, anyone who divorces his wife must give her a certificate of divorce, but I tell you that anyone who divorces his wife, except for marital unfaithfulness. The word that is used in this verse is porneia, and it doesn't mean the same as adultery. It can mean incest. The Pharisees came to Jesus trying to trick him, asking him about a certain leader that had married his niece and cousin. And I think they were trying to trap Jesus so that this leader would do the same to him that they did to John the Baptist. But he says, I tell you, anyone who divorces his wife except for marital unfaithfulness causes her to become an adulteress, and anyone who marries a divorced woman commits adultery. Now in Corinthians it says this, to the married I give this command, not I but the Lord, a wife must not separate from her husband, but if she does, she must remain unmarried or else become reconciled to her husband. And a husband must not divorce his wife. To the rest I say, and I, not the Lord, if any brother has a wife who is not a believer, and she is willing to live with him, he must not divorce her. And if a woman has a husband who is not a believer, and he is willing to live with her, she must not divorce him. So I've heard Christians on here saying God condoned their third or fourth marriage, when Jesus himself says, if you do divorce a woman, or if you do leave a woman, or if a woman leaves a man, they are to stay unmarried. So what is I want y'all's opinion on this. Do we kind of go by traditions of men today and convince ourselves that what we do is okay in the sight of Jesus, and kind of make excuses for our shortcomings? Please give me your opinions.